Now, I am not calling the Manosphere guys predators because they like younger women. There's nothing wrong, guys, if you like younger women. I also prefer younger men. That is not what makes you a predator. What makes you a predator is taking advantage of people with less power. Now, when I say I like younger men, I'm not talking about powerless men. I'm talking about powerful men. They have their own money, their own jobs, they're independent adults, and making their own choices. I'm not using them. In fact, I haven't even been on a date in years. What a predator does is he picks a woman who is younger and has no power. He uses her for sex. That's what they do. They use these women for sex, and they're not going to marry them because they want to spin plates, which is the same thing when a woman spins plates, it's called she has a high body count. But when guys have a high body count, they call it spinning plates. And you do not settle down with these women. So they use the women for sex, and women generally want a relationship and often marriage. These guys are not doing that. They're spinning plates because they don't believe in marriage, because they don't trust the women. The women, after all, could divorce them and take it all in divorce court. She's not there for you. She's just there to get the winnings at the finish line. She can easily cheat on you. Women are cheaters. They're going to take all your money when they divorce you. So there's a lot of hatred against women and fear of women and walled off behavior because I want women, but I don't trust them. So I'm not going to marry them. I'm going to use them for sex. And I'm not really doing anything to protect women because I don't think women should have a lot of partners, but I'm going to make sure that I add to her body count predator behavior. Whereas if you're a healthy man who likes a younger woman, or like me, I happen to like younger men, you're in a relationship with someone who you appreciate, value, and trust. You're willing to trust them. You're willing to do things for them. You're not walled off and guarded. That's really the big difference. And you want to be with someone who has equal power. You're not taking advantage of. The ways in which women are predators is these teachers going after these high school kids. That's predatory. I think that women do take advantage of men when they use them for their money, but the men are willingly signing up for it. They're adults, they should just raise their standards a little bit. But I had to make this video because someone's like, well, you're a cougar, you're a predator. I had to hide the guy from the channel because he's stupid. Like, he has no common sense. I'm not interested in guys who are 19 or 20 or 21 who need me to take care of them, That's not hot. I like competent, independent men. And I think that a healthy man likes a competent, independent woman who's got her shit together. That's what they want. But it's these predators that want these very vulnerable women, and they're using them for sex. They're not going to marry these women. So when you hear the wall, body count, Chad, Tyrone, monkey branching, spinning plates, you hear any of that, you know the guy's a predator. He's just going to use you for your body and then dump you because he doesn't trust you. He thinks you can cheat on him, so he's going to try to control you and control the intimacy in the relationship and how close you can get, because that way he won't get his heart broken because he's sure you're going to cheat on him if a better guy comes along. Be careful about dating men who have never done any trauma work or taken any look at themselves. Men who cannot say, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. People who don't value you, people who don't trust you is a huge red flag. A guy who's so afraid you're going to cheat on him or take all of his money has trust issues. The problem isn't the women. because there are some women who do that. I don't know any women who've done that. The problem is him and his trust issues. And all these losers and morons and manosphere assholes are coming after me now because of the title on my video. But I'm ready for you. I'm just going to shut you up. Because when you come at me like that, you don't deserve to talk. So if you're from the manosphere and you have something to say, be respectful, because otherwise you're going to be muted like the other bozos. Just so tired of the bullshit of the... one more thing. The manosphere is just a recycled name for the patriarchy. They're the same assholes that were cheating on their wives all along, using women for sex, having babies out of wedlock, and now they came up with some new words for it. These guys have been with us all along, and they still exist in Afghanistan. We have Afghanistan tribal guys who are still marrying 14-year-old girls, and these guys talking about wanting to go to Asia, they're all wounded manosphere guys. It's just the patriarchy recycled, and we're done with it. Ladies, do not fall for this bullshit. There are a lot of really good guys out there, ladies. If you're 20, 22, you can't date an older guy. Just look for a guy who respects you, who likes women, who trusts women. And he's going to expect to be treated well. He's not going to put up with bullshit. So if you find a guy like that, and treat him good, or, you know, there are not that many of them out there. And that's all I want to say.